Hello everyone, Honey Tiger here, and well, the sales are here! Whoop 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 whoop! Yes, the sales are here, and they are good. Well, 30% off on all GE vehicles, and for when you unlock, you get when you buy tanks in your tech tree, you will be 30% off as well. And I also believe talismans are backup vehicles, and talismans are all 30% off as well. So a backup vehicle is now cheaper, and talismans are also now cheaper. So all vehicles are GE, that is the Golden Eagles. So all vehicles that are GE, which not pack premiums, nothing pack premiums, as you can see further down. Where is it? Here, like the AM1A1 clickbait, it's a pack. Those are not on sale yet. I think they will be. They normally, as usual, do the GE vehicles first, then do the pack premiums later on. And of course, not just the premium vehicles, but premium account is also now discounted. So you can get a premium time for a lot less as well. So while we're here, I'm going to show you my top picks for to pick up. My first recommendation will be the T29, which is extremely good American heavy at rank 4, so you can get all your grinding done very well. At 7.0, you have a really good lineup for America. There's quite a lot of good American tanks, to be honest with you. One of my other picks would be the T114, which is an extremely good rank 5, 7.7 light tank, which fires heat heat rounds, which are really good, and this can be very ratty. And it's an amazing vehicle. And to run alongside the T29 or the T14, I would recommend the A2D1, the Sky Shark, as it's known. And this is a beast and a half. A speedy boy, and its loadout for bombs is ridiculous, because you can have a 4,000-pound bomb with two. That's it, two 2,000-pound bombs as well. So yeah, this thing is a bomb truck and a half. And you can have rockets as well, which is the Havocs. You can have 16 Havocs, and you can have basically tons of Havocs. Yeah, you can have 22 Havocs, which is just ridiculous a lot of rockets. But I just normally have used the bombs, because 4,000-pound bomb on this thing is just ridiculous. In the German tech tree, I would recommend the Tiger 2 HS Slav 16. It is also a very good little rank 5, 6.7 heavy tank for Germany. Is really good. A bit more speedier than the normal tech tree version, which is also a really good vehicle in my opinion. For aeroplanes, I would recommend. Yes, this is a very unusual pick because there's a bomber, but this is a very big but. This is good in CAS because of its bomb load, and my god, the bomb load is ridiculous. That's it. 2,500 kilogram bomb, which is nearly 2,776 TNT, and that's two of them. And yeah, they are ridiculously good. So yeah, this is also a recommendation. Yes, it's a bomber, but it's a pretty good bomber with those bombs for CAS. So yeah, I would recommend this one. And for Russia, there's a couple I was gonna suggest the T55, but it's got moved up a little bit in BR, so it's a bit more higher now. So I'll probably go for the good old reliable IS-6, I would say, because it's not a bad tank. It's still good, even though it's been introduced in the game for a very long time. It's still pretty good for what it is. Yes, the reload is not as good, but it's still pretty good. How many times I'm gonna say good in this video? Yeah, the IS-6 is a good old reliable. Stop using good, for God's sake. Really, yeah, really nice little vehicle. It's not little, but it's a heavy tank, but it's a nice tank, I would say. Another tank I probably would recommend. I don't know if that is available or not. Is probably the KV-1E, if that's available. I do not know if it is. It could be on offer, but I don't know. If this is available, I would give this a buy because it's a bloody amazing vehicle. So another pick for a we go to Britain for a quick pick. There's not many I would probably recommend, to be honest with you. Maybe maybe the Centurion Action X. Yeah, which is a very unusual Centurion because there's a different turret, but it still has a really good gun with solid shot. Well, APTS rounds, which are pretty impressive, but they can be a bit hit and miss, but still an amazing tank in my opinion, and can be useful. And for playing, well, obviously, the Wyvern S4 is a solid buy for anyone. It can carry 3 £1,000 bombs and some Red Angels as well. With rockets, which are the RP3s, and you can have 16 of those, which are very good. Well, if you hit. I just normally use the bombs. And it's a bit of a speedy bomb. Speedy boy. So that's my recommendation for Britain. For Japan, Japan's a bit more tricky. But I would probably recommend the Shinu 2. Yes, it's a rank 3, but this is a really nice little tank. I enjoy this a lot. At 4.3, there's a good lineup. You can take up a little bit further up. Up tier it a little bit, and it still be okay. The gun is amazing with a 75mm cannon, and the APHE rounds are very good with 148 pen with 80 grams of TNT. It's not a bad little cannon, and you can do pretty well with this thing. For aeroplanes, there's so many to choose from. You could probably go for the Kai or maybe the A6. Oh, that's a battle pass one. Maybe the A7M1, maybe? That's not a bad one, but it doesn't have a good bomb load. Maybe the A6M5? Is that that might be a better choice because you can have a 250 kilogram bomb. So it's a bit more better. The 20 mils are pretty impressive. And it will turn extremely well for this sort of tier for Japan. For China, there's quite a few options for China, but a few, but not many. China is not as fleshed out as the other ones, so I don't have many GE vehicles in here. Maybe the M4A4 with is a American M4 Sherman, but it's got a bit of a unique camo scheme. Oh yeah, I probably would give this a shot if you really like M4s, and it does help you grind out the low tiers of China. But for anything higher than that, I'm not too sure. Maybe this one, the WMA301, is probably not a bad choice. But I do not know myself because I don't own it or anything like that. So I've seen all I can say is it looks interesting. I've seen other people do well with this, so it's not a bad recommendation in my opinion. For aviation, there's a few interesting ones now because they added quite a few different ones. I would probably recommend. Yes, I know this is another American vehicle. Yes, I know, but China does not have many of its own vehicles. It's all like things they brought themselves from elsewhere. If you know what I mean. Or you could go for the yeah. The M47N RE is a not a bad choice. You can have three £1,000 bombs, or you can have 10 Havocs, or you can have three £1,000 bombs with 6 rockets. So it's not. So it's pretty good. It's pretty similar to, well, the American versions, but it's a nice little airplane. I use it quite a lot to help grind out the Chinese tech tree for the airplanes, but there's nothing really interesting there, really. Yes, so you got the pack premiums up further up, which are a little bit more unique, but they're quite expensive and high tiered, so I wouldn't get them if you're a new player. For Italy, they have a buttload of premiums, which are impressive. Oh yeah, you got the Tigris at 6.0. If you really like tigers, you can get this one in the Italian factory. But there's quite a few. But I gotta find something that I think is very unique. Probably maybe the OF40 if you have a lineup for it. If you do not have a lineup or you're new to the game, I do not recommend this for new people. If you do have a good lineup or getting close to that, I would recommend it. But if you're new to the game, I won't recommend this because anything high tier is extremely not new player friendly. So for those newer ones, I'd probably go for. Oh, I was gonna say the Turan too, but as a battle pass, maybe the Flat Boy. Maybe that's not a bad vehicle. The gun depression is pretty good. The reload is very fast if you have a good crew. But only problem is this is a rank 2, so you cannot do your missions. So that's one thing I kind of can't recommend too much. I would probably go for like the Sherman, which is the half welded, half cast hull, or the Panzer 4G. Those two at 3.7 as a lineup are really good. So yeah, there's not many low tier ones I can recommend apart from those two or the Tigris. And for France, they have a load of vehicles I could recommend. For low tier players, I would probably go for the B2, B1 tier. Yes, it's a heavy tank, but you can live for a very long time with this thing because not many people are very good at shooting this because it can do well as long as you don't get a player who knows what they're doing. And at this tier, you almost seal clubbing, but you're not really seal clubbing because you do get people who do know what they're doing and can kill us very easily. In other words, I probably would go for a more higher vehicle like this, which is the M4A1 FL10. This is rank 3 5.0, which has a 75mm cannon, which is a auto loader. Excuse me. And it does have AP rounds, which is the solid shot basically, with a 178mm cannon. Excuse me, I need a drink. A solid shot, so it can do very well. And with a 5-second reload, you can kill things very quickly. Or anything higher up, but that's a pack. I would say that, but that's a pack premium, I think. If this is a pack premium, then I think it is, but I can't remember. If this is a pack premium, get it when there's a pack premium on sale, because this is very good at rank 5. The gun is amazing, and 4-second reload with solid shot with 270mm pen is pretty impressive. And for aeroplane, I probably would recommend. Ooh, there's nothing unique apart from that, but it's not that great compared to the 84, which can have a big bomb load compared to that. Pushing the wrong buttons now. Where you can have a £2,000 bomb and 2 1000s and a load of missiles. You can have 12 Havocs, Havas. I've been saying Havocs this entire time and Havas. Jesus. You can bring incendiary bombs. So if you want to take out, like a aircraft, you can do. You can have different types of rockets as well. You can have the Tiny Tims. You can have 2 of those. And a buttload of rockets. So I would probably go for this more because you can just use this as a CAS, as close air support. So yeah, if this is available for 30%, I would probably recommend this as well. And we will go to Sweden. One of my recommendations for Sweden, of course, has to be this absolute monster. It's 3.7. I highly recommend this if this is on sale. I hope it's on sale. If not, then if this is not on sale, I'll be very sad for people because this is an absolute monster rank 3. If it's not on sale, then Sweden doesn't have. That's a event vehicle. That's another Sherman, but it's a very good Sherman. But there's so many different ones. You could go for this. This is a Strav 1030, but its aiming system can put off players because it's very unique how it plays. You can do okay if you play it correctly, but you will have to get used to how you play this thing because it's very difficult if you don't do it properly. But if you do play it properly, you can do very well. So yeah, that's a sort of a half recommendation. And for planes, you could get. Is that a pack premium? I don't know. The A32A Road Adam, which has a very good bomb load and missiles. No, not missiles. Rockets, I mean. You can have 3 of these 600 kilo bombs or rockets. Or you can have incendiaries. And you can have chaff as well. Because when you this sort of BR, there are missiles everywhere. So, and for higher tier players, if you are further up, I'll probably go for the CV9035DK, which is the Denmark version. But this is a very good little vehicle with the Bushmaster 3 with the APDS with 130 pen, which is ridiculous. So yeah, this is a nice little light tank. Or if you are going for something more higher rank than probably the CV90 105, which is a really good vehicle as well. Yes, it's a scout, but it's a big boy scout with the 105mm. I think I don't know if this is G or pack, but I'll still recommend this either way. Yes, it's higher tier, so if you do not get this if this is a if you're brand new, do not get this. Get the more lower tiers, like the Sherman or the Sav or someone around there, because they will be more forgiving than higher tiers. So yes, this or this, but if you're a higher ranking vehicle player, or maybe this Strixfine 103, because that is slightly more unique to this nation, or you just can get similar stuff like the Sherman or the Sav. Airplanes are very similar. You could get this one or the David, but you can't. There's a battle pass. So the Profsky, which is this one, which is also a very good airplane at rank 3. It does have three 100, 4 100 kilogram bombs. So that is very unique to this nation. So I would probably recommend this as well. And last but not least, we go to Israel. Yes. But the thing is, they do not have many things. This is the nation that has not many at all, which is, yeah. So you got the Megak 3 at 8.0, but I don't know what that's like. Or the short Caldelet, which is a Centurion, which you can play in the British secretary, but it's a slightly different version for Israel, which is not a bad choice, I would say, but if you want to, you could play something similar like that in the British secretary, but I don't know if that's that if this is still in this. It's 10.0 now. It was 9.7, but it's gone up in BR because I think it got a better round. Yeah, it got a better round, so it got pushed up a little bit. But yeah, for Israel, for airplanes, I don't have a clue because they literally don't have anything. They have one thing, which is the Thunderbolt. Thunder Streak, sorry. Which is not a bad jet, I would say. You can carry bombs and rockets in it, so it's not a bad recommendation, even though I don't own it or have anything like that. So buy them at your own risk, because I don't know what they're like. So that's a quick overview and top picks. Well, just random picks of vehicles I think are the ones I've played and they play well, or ones that look interesting when I've seen other people play them, or just mere guess because those countries do not have that many premiums compared to others, which is quite crazy that most countries like Sweden, Israel, Sweden, Italy, and well, Italy does have quite a few actually, or China. China doesn't have many, or Japan. France has quite a few. Sweden does have, which is nice that they're getting a bit more love, but Israel and like China do not. Oh, China does have quite a few actually now, but Israel has been kind of left behind now for premiums. So yes, I know with the current climate in the world, yes, it's probably a bit political, but I'd rather keep that politics outside of the game. Because this is a game, after all, we're here to disconnect from the world and try and switch off a little bit. Like when you go to the countryside and reconnect back to nature and try to forget all this negativity and badness is going around the world. We need a. This is a game. Try and take yourself away from that, because if you do that, then you just become more toxic and will affect you in some way. So kind of disconnect yourself from the real world right now. This is a game. This is completely not associated with that sort of thing. Yes, there's tanks that have been built in real life and are used were used or being used in active conflict. So take a little bit of salt and try and, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but try and take the politics out of this. This is a game, and we should enjoy the game. Even though I do lose the wheel sometimes. Sorry for this little rant at the end, but I just want to make it clear that, this is a game. We should enjoy a game and try and disconnect from what's going on in the real world. But hopefully you will enjoy this video and get yourself something nice in the video, in the sales, but only buy what you can afford. Yes, I know this is another rant of what's going on in the real world. Remember, this is all fictional. This is all online. These aren't real things. These are pixels that help you grind out a game. Yes, I know I've got quite a few because I had a bit of spare money and I wanted to invest, or not invest, it's not really an investment, is it? But to get something to help me play and create content. I know, even though my videos aren't doing well at the moment, but that's another thing in itself. But anyway, just buy something like you could just buy one thing. That's fine. I don't see a problem with that. But only buy in something that you can afford. Don't go out your own way thinking, oh no, I'm gonna miss out. Don't worry. There will be more sales. There will be the summer sale, the winter sale, or some sort. There's more sales. They always have a sale at some point. This is basically this spring sale, basically. Then there'll be a summer sale, then there'll be a winter sale. So don't rush. If you don't want to buy anything right now, don't worry. There will be more sales. There always is. You can look through my channel. There's been many sales in the past, and there always will be a sale in the summer, winter, whatever. So there's no rush. There's no fear of missing out. So if you can't afford it now, that's fine. You can put that aside and save up until there's the sale next time. So don't worry about it. Don't rush. Only get something if you can afford. Okay? Rant over. Video over. Thank you very much. Like, comment, subscribe, and see you soon. Ta-ta!